We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Namaste dear student. Today we discuss about the hypertension. First, what is the hypertension? Persistent elevation of arterial blood pressure. It's called as the hypertension. Specifically, elevation of arterial blood pressure. Increase the blood pressure into artery, those conditions we can say this is the hypertension. The hypertension is the classical silent killer. If any person, those are suffering with the hypertension, we can't know he or she suffering a hypertension. This is a silent killer. The patient with the diastolic blood pressure value more than 90 mm of Hg and systolic blood pressure value is greater or equal than 140 mm of Hg, those conditions we can say this is the hypertension. Diastolic blood pressure as well as the systolic blood pressure. Diastolic blood pressure is 90 mm of Hg and systolic blood pressure is more than 140 mm of Hg. Those conditions we can say this is the hypertensive patient. Most of the patient are asymptomatic. The symptoms we can't say. Any person we are showing those person are suffering with hypertension, we can't understand exactly know any more symptoms we have to find out for actually this is the asymptomatic type of patient. Extreme blood pressure elevation with acute or progressive target organ damage. If the blood pressure those are increased for the longer time, that may be chances of target organ damage. That may be kidney, that may be our eyes, those are that become damaged. The blood pressure is mainly measured by mercury sphygmomanometer. Here we can see this is the schematic diagram of sphygmomanometer. This is a digital sphygmomanometer, but another variety of simple sphygmomanometer we used, those we can say this is the mercury sphygmomanometer. Let us discuss epidemiology of hypertension. In this is the age versus percentage of hypertension. As well as we have to compare with the man as well as the woman. Here the age ratio of 20 to 29, this much of hypertension cases we have to find out in the 1995 as well as the 2002. But age those are that become increased, the ratio of the hypertensive patient those are that become increased. The woman that also the age is increased, the hypertensive patient those are that become increased. So simply we can say the older patient or older person are higher chances of hypertension that compare with young population. Let us discuss about the epidemiological study with obesity or overweight. In the normal patient we have to finding the very less amount of hypertensive patient or hypertension as compared with overweighted. Here we can see this is red color, those are indicate this is the hypertensive patient, and blue color those are we have to indicate this is a normal patient. In the overweight patient, chances of 45.6% of hypertensions that compare with normal. Here 54.4%. obesity is increased, that may be 58.6. That means here this normal patient having this much of hypertension, but obese patient having 58.6% of hypertension. That may be weight is increased, chances of hypertension, those are that become increase. 72 million American, we can say this 31% American have blood pressure more than 140/90 mm of Hg. So this is the ratio. Those are patient enter into hypertension. Hypertension, those are classified into mainly two types. First one, this is the primary or essential hypertension. In this, about 90 to 95% of the cases are categorized as primary hypertension, which means high blood pressure with no obvious medical causes. We can't exactly understand why this type of hypertension those are occurring, and most of the population suffering with hypertension with essential hypertension or primary hypertension. Second varieties of hypertension, this is the secondary hypertension. The remaining 5 to 10% cases, those are suffering with the secondary type of hypertension, mainly caused by conditions that affect the kidney, arteries, heart, or endocrine system. So this is the most four responsible causes. Those are responsible for produce the secondary type of hypertension. In this first, primary or essential hypertension, in this most of the prevalent hypertensive type, that means 90 to 95% population, those are suffering hypertensive patient are mainly essential hypertension. All through, no direct causes has been identified. We can't say this patient is suffering hypertension due to this particular reason. This is, we can, no direct causes responsible for hypertension. Second, secondary type of hypertension, less than 10%, that means 5 to 10% cases of hypertension is secondary hypertension. Common causes of hypertension, this is the chronic kidney disease, vascular disease, endocrinal disease are responsible for secondary type of hypertension. Other responsible causes are Rx drug, that may be prescribed drug. Doctor prescribed drug are responsible for produce the hypertension. Street drug, some of the OTC drugs we directly purchased from the medical store, those are also responsible for chances of hypertension. Some of the natural product that also responsible for hypertension. Some foods, industrial chemicals are also responsible for hypertension. This causes of hypertension responsible for secondary hypertension. Second varieties of classification, this is the adult classification. Adult classification, in this, that classification classify according to range. In this, we divide into systolic range as well as the diastolic range. First one, normal range of hypertension. Less than 120 mm of Hg, the systolic blood pressure, and less than 80 mm of Hg, this is the diastolic blood pressure. First variety, pre-hypertensive, the range between 120 to 139 mm of Hg. 120 to 139 mm of Hg is the systolic blood pressure, and 80 to 89, this is the diastolic blood pressure. We categorized into pre-hypertension. This is initial step of hypertension. Second, this is stage 1 hypertension, 140 to 159 in the systolic blood pressure, and 90 to 99, this is the diastolic blood pressure. Those categorized we have to find out into hypertension. First, stage 1 type of hypertension. Stage 2 type of hypertension, this is more than 160 mm of Hg of systolic blood pressure. Blood pressure जो होता है patient का 160 से ज़्यादा, those blood pressure we can say patient, this is the stage 2 hypertensive patient, and diastolic blood pressure is more than 100 mm of Hg. Hypertensive crisis, more than 180 mm of Hg, If the systolic blood pressure is more than 120 mm of Hg, this is the diastolic blood pressure. Those we also call this is the hypertensive crisis as the hypertensive emergency. This much of the pressure we have to find out into patient, we should go immediately to hospital. This type of the condition we can say this is a hypertensive emergency. Sign and symptoms. Headache, particularly at the back of the head in the morning. This is the main sign and symptoms of hypertension. Light headache, vertigo, and tinnitus. Tinnitus, that means buzzing or hissing in the ears. In the ears we hear like sound. Those type of sign and symptoms. This is indication of hypertension. Some other dizziness, faintings, headache, chest pain, angina, difficulty in the breathings, edema is another most important thing, fatigue, swollen abdomens, arrhythmia, nose bleedings, and blurred vision are the most important signs and symptoms of hypertension. In the essential, hypertension is the overweight or obesity is the main responsible cause of hypertension. Edema is also indicated for the second essential type of hypertension. Secondary type of hypertension, those indicate diabetes, patient suffering with diabetes, that may be chances suffering with the hypertension. Renal failure, that may be chance of hypertension. And vascular problem, any blood problem, any blood vessels problem we have to find out, those indicate this is the secondary type of hypertension. Stroke, sometime patient we find out this is stroke, is also chances of hypertension. Blood vessels damage, heart attacks, heart failure, and kidney failure. Those are some of the indication for hypertension. Another is thus the flame hemorrhage. Here we have to red coloration of blood vessels. We have to find out inside our retina. This is the inside our retina. This is the main sign and symptoms of hypertension. Some of the major responsible causes or risk factor. We have two type of the risk factor. First one is correctable and non-correctable. Correctable, that means if person taking the cigarette are responsible for hypertension, person taking more and more intake of salt also responsible for hypertension, obesity and more taking stress are responsible for hypertension. If we stop the cigarette, that maybe reduce the risk of hypertension. Stop salt, stop eating the more and more fast food, and we should take very less amount of the stress are responsible for decrease the chances of hypertension. Non-correctable type of hypertension. Suppose in the gender, male as well as the female, we can't correct those things. This is the non-correctable type of hypertension. The second thing, just family history, our parents or grandparents, those are suffering hypertension. We can't check those conditions, genetics. Older age is increased, chance of hypertension, those are that become increased. We never change this is. And stroke or transient, that may be chances that may be responsible for hypertension. This is a non-correctable type of risk factor. Pathophysiological condition. Blood pressure is equal to cardiac output is equal to into peripheral resistance. Blood pressure, cardiac output into peripheral resistance. Cardiac output is also called heart rate into stroke volume. Heart rate is increased, blood pressure is increased. Stroke volume is increased, blood pressure is increased. Stroke volume, that means एक जो बीट में जितना ब्लड पंपिंग होता है, those condition we can say this is a stroke volume. स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा, ऑटोमेटिक सीओपी बढ़ेगा, सीओपी बढ़ेगा, देन ऑटोमेटिक ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ जाएगा. तो दिस इज पेरिफेरल रेजिस्टेंस. ब्लड वेजल्स का जो साइज होता है वो छोटा हो जाए तो वैसोकंस्ट्रिक्शन हुआ, उसकी वजह से क्या हुआ, प्रेशर इंक्रीज हो गया. आफ्टर लोड बढ़ेगा, ऑटोमेटिक प्रेशर बढ़ेगा. तो दिस इज जनरल पैथोफिजियोलॉजी ऑफ हाइपरटेंशन. Just one example I want to give you to genetic influence. Suppose due to genetic influence, the function of vasoconstriction, blood vessel, those are that become narrowing. Due to this narrowing blood vessel, increase the vascular reactivity. Vascular reactivity increase होगी तो increase the peripheral resistance बढ़ेगा. Resistance बढ़ेगा, that means increase the hypertension बढ़ जाएगा. और एक reason, सोडियम इंटेक ज़्यादा करेंगे, सोडियम इंटेक बढ़ेगा, वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज होगा, सोडियम रिटेंशन बढ़ेगा, इंक्रीज द एक्सेसिबल वॉल्यूम, इंक्रीज कार्डियक आउटपुट एंड हाइपरटेंशन, दोज आर दैट बिकम इंक्रीज। तो जस्ट ये बोल सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट इज डायग्नोसिस, फिजिकल डायग्नोसिस। हम देख के कैसे पता चलेगा है, तो जस्ट 2 or more प्रेशर मेजरमेंट विद द पेशेंट सुपाइन और सीटेड स्टैंडिंग, वेरिफिकेशन ऑफ ब्लड प्रेशर, हाइट एंड वेट, BMI हम उसका मेजर करेंगे, फंडोस्कोपिकल एग्जामिनेशन, नीक एग्जामिनेशन फॉर कैरोटिक डिस्टिंग एंड वेन एनलार्जमेंट थर्ड एंड कार्डियक एग्जामिनेशन, यूरिन एनालिसिस, प्रोटीन यूरिया, serum sodium, potassium, calcium and TSH are also responsible for measurement of hypertension. Total cholesterol, HDL, LDL and triglyceride are responsible for hypertension. ECG is most important parameter. Thank you very much for watching Pharma Josh YouTube channel.